What it do, baby boo?
Welcome to our first podcast. We are the Reverse Oreos. I'm Top Ramen.
I'm Mingy,
And I'm T-Rev.
and today we'll be starting off with the NBA. Off-season free agents and trades. What do you think, Trevor?
I think there's a lot of big names this year, but I think the team that definitely came out on top is the Clippers and the Lakers. Like, they both got two superstars now, and I think they just got really stacked rosters.
But don't forget about the Rockets. They got two superstars too, though.
True, but the chemistry there, I don't know.
The
how
chemistry
that's
is a
gonna
little
fit.
questionable, but I think they'll top it off. I do think they will top it off because they worked together before. They worked with each other during USA and off-season during charity events. So
Yeah, I think definitely the West is a stacked conference now, and it's gonna be not very close. Like, you got the Warriors, who are still gonna be good. You got the Rockets. You got OKC, which they kind of went down.
I don't think they'll play playoff contenders this year. I mean, they would, but it's like all the pressure was on Westbrook since he was kind of their main player, person they looked up to. Well, they have no players to look up to now. They're just all young players.
And but you still got the teams like the Jazz and Donovan Mitchell, and they're going to be good too. So It's like you don't know who's going to be where on that conference. You got all kinds of players. You got the Clippers. You got the Lakers. You got so many.
Yeah, just so many teams.
But then in the East, it's like you got the Celtics, who have Kemba Walker now.
I don't know. People don't believe in them. I believe in them this time actually, because I think Kyrie was just. To be honest with you, I think he was toxic in the locker room, but that's my opinion. But because I don't think he was just with the team at that point. But
And you still got the Brooklyn Nets, who have Kyrie and KD right now.
Oh,
Which,
yeah.
That's going to be crazy.
But
KD won't be back until like the end of the season, maybe.
Yeah.
So we don't know. We don't know how that's going to turn out.
What do you think about the Lakers? Or the Lakers?
I think you got like two of the top 5 players in the league on the same team, so they're going to be good no matter what. They got LeBron and AD.
How do you think they'll do their season? Like, you think they'll?
I think they'll be a top 5 seed, but I don't know how good they're going to be because every time LeBron has like a big man with him, the big man never does that well. If you like look back at his history.
Well, now they got Dwight Howard to take over DeMarcus Cousins.
How good do you think Dwight Howard's going to do, though? I mean, he is kind of old.
Yeah, but I think it just gives him that little edge going back to the Lakers since he was with the Lakers before. Just give him that little edge, like, hey, I'm back. I could prove myself since he's moved around a lot during off season. So I do think he has that little edge just to prove himself. You know, I'd still be in just like Carmelo Anthony. He just wants to be with the team. He thinks he can prove himself still. So.
All right, so what about the NFL? Like, how do you feel about that? Who do you think will be playoff contenders and stuff like that?
In the NFL, well, I mean, you got to start off with like the AFC, which in the AFC East, it's going to be pretty obvious. I think Patriots are by far the best team, and the others aren't really even wild card contenders. Then you got to go down to like the AFC West, and you got the Chiefs and the Chargers are both still really good.
Yeah.
But then you got the Raiders, who might be good this year. Like nobody knows.
Yeah.
Because they got Antonio Brown.
A star wide receiver, by the way, yeah.
And Derek Carr might have a great year this year. We just don't know. We got to see how that works.
That would be a good duo to watch, though. Just Derek Carr throw to Antonio Brown.
Oh, yeah. It'll be interesting. And then you got the AFC North with, the Steelers actually, they got rid of all their star players, but at the same time, it's so much less drama than last year.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And they boosted up that defense with a couple free agency and drafting up to get Devin Bush. They might be pretty good on defense this year.
What about the Browns? They got a lot of people on their team now.
I think they finally have a chance to finally, show themselves, prove themselves.
They got a lot of young players. I think a lot of good talent. And when they got Odell, that's just crazy.
That actually hit me when I didn't think he'd go to the Browns, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I thought he would be in New York forever.
And the Ravens might still be good. We just don't really know how they're going to be at this year. And then the AFC South, really, it was going to be the Colts and the Texans, I thought, that were the really good teams there. But the Colts just lost Andrew Luck.
Yeah.
And it was a crazy thing. Like,
mind-blowing.
In, 2 days, just he's like,
Was-
yeah, I'm gonna retire.
Retire at the age of 29.
And it was like 2 weeks before the NFL started, which is crazy. It's like that's letting down.
No
the
one thought of
teammates.
that.
It would be different if it's like after the season. Like people.
Well,
would-
some people
Yeah.
question like, is it like stuff going on at home? Is it mentally? Is it like? Because for sure he could have had like. I think he was gonna be good this year.
Oh yeah, he could have had an MVP level.
It's
of
like
year
we
this
just question why he retired so early
Yeah, and it's
at such a good state. Yeah.
but because of it, I think for sure it's just the Texans in that conference. And then you got going to the NFC. I think for sure you got the Cowboys and the Eagles in the East. I think the Eagles will definitely be better than the Cowboys, but the Cowboys have a decent roster this year and they have a chance of going. If Ezekiel Elliott comes back,
Prove himself like he did in his
Mhm.
rookie season.
well, the thing is that he's holding out right now.
Yeah.
And so if he, actually plays, I think they'll be a good team. Then you got like the Rams, who are going to be pretty good again this year.
Yeah.
And you got the 49ers, who Jimmy G is finally healthy.
Yep.
Hopefully he stays healthy this year, and
Hopefully.
they're pretty good when he is healthy. So we'll see how that goes out. And in the NFC North, it's so stacked because you got the Bears with that awesome defense and Khalil Mack. And then you got like the Packers who have Aaron Rodgers. Like they're always good. And then you got the Vikings who have a really good roster.
Oh, they have a good roster. I think they have potential. Yeah.
And then you got the NFC South, and you never really know who's going to win that division. It changes like every other year. And so you still got the Saints, they're really good, but they lost their running back, Mark Ingram.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that'll actually make a pretty big difference in the season.
Yeah.
Then you got the Falcons, who are finally healthy from last year, so they have a way better chance, I think, of being a good playoff team. And then the Panthers, Cam Newton's kind of injured, so, and
Yeah.
he always gets injured, so you never really know how they're gonna do.
True.